Taurus. This is Stella with Love Evolution, and if you are new to the channel, I want to say welcome. This reading is going to be for the month of July, for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising. If you tuned in last month, I want to say thank you for watching and welcome back. And for those of you who took me up on my offer for a free reading, a little announcement for you guys. I did send out an email for all of you who are still waiting for your readings. I want to thank you so much for your patience and understanding. I received many more requests for those free readings. It's something I wanted to offer as part of my the beginning of my journey here on YouTube, and I'm so honored that so many of you responded, but it's, like I said, many more than I anticipated, so it is taking me longer to get them all done than I initially expected. I also had a small family emergency. All is well now, but I so appreciate your patience and understanding. I hope to have them all up or all to you by July 7th at the latest. Okay, so by the end of this first week of July. And I did want to also get these generals up so that everybody can watch them. So thank you so much for your patience and understanding. If you are new to my channel, again, welcome. I'm so honored and excited to be able to do these readings for you guys. This is part of my higher calling and my purpose and expression. So my intent with these readings is to provide, I channel the light, I channel source, divine love, okay? And my intention is always to provide you with what you need to know for your highest good, okay? So the messages and the information that you need to know in order to make the choices that are most aligned with your highest good. Everybody's highest good is different, obviously. You know, your natural talents, your skills, also the things that, you know, when you think about them, when you think about, you know, a goal or doing something and it just lights you up, that's a huge sign from the universe that that's part of what you're meant to be doing, okay? And my goal here, my intention here is always to inspire more divine love, okay? Channel, provide value and divine love to you guys over fear, okay? We always have that choice, love or fear. And the more people that are empowered to choose love, the better of a world we live in, right? So that's truly my lofty goal and part of my purpose. And so I encourage you to take the messages that you hear and apply them. Use your own intuition and apply them to the area of life that you feel called to. In that way, it's a collaboration between you and I. And again, I'm just so honored for my part in that. What else? If you would like a private reading, I will have my website up by the end of July. You can find me on Instagram and Facebook. I will link those down below. And I'll explain a little bit more about that at the end. So I think that's about it. For the main part of the reading, I'm going to be using the Morgan Greer here. If we need clarity, I've got my little pocket Rider-Waite, which is wonderful because all of the Rider-Waite based decks, they really show all of the energy potentials. And then for your question, challenge and solution, I'm going to be using the Chrysalis Tarot here. Okay, at the end, I will pull an overall Archangel guidance for you and also Power Animal. Okay, and as we go along, if we need more clarity or, you know, we'll pull cards as we go. So, yeah, and for those of you that did watch, I am using the same layout. Obviously, I love to do these readings outside, but I will be more cognizant of how I lay the cards down on my lovely metal table here, and just try to avoid any unnecessary noises for you guys, okay? And thank you for your feedback as well. So without further ado, Taurus, July. Dog days of summer, hot. We're in the summer. It can be a little tough for you guys. Everything's moving fast. Everything is, you know, hot, fire. Okay, so, you know, you guys you hang in there. You know, cool earth. You keep the rest of us grounded, and we appreciate that. That one did want to come out. When I was tuning into your energy, I feel tremendous new opportunity, okay? I think this is something that you've been working on for the last few months, but I'm feeling a little bit of hesitation. It's like, you know, it's like the bull that doesn't want to come in from the field at night, you know? It's like his grain is waiting for him in the barn, right? His hay and his nice manger and all the beautiful cows are waiting for him at home, but he's out on the range and he's holding it down out in the pasture, and he's got something good waiting for him, but he's not in such a rush to go get it, which, you know, is not a bad thing at all, but it's just, remember the opportunity. Tune in to the abundance and the joy, okay, that's waiting for you just around the corner. Okay, Taurus, sometimes you guys can be real stubborn, you know, in a good way. You hold everyone else down, like I said, but don't allow that just because you don't want to move quickly or because you don't want to move forward too fast. Don't let that hold you back from what's waiting for you, okay? All right, your recent past, your present, your future. Excuse me, what's crossing you? What's above? Okay, so what's on your mind? What's going on up here? And what's below? So what's on your mind or what's influencing you that you may not be aware of at this time? We're going to pull your challenge and your solution. What's the challenge and solution for Taurus for July? Challenge and solution for Taurus. Whoop. Challenge. What's challenging Taurus in July, and what is their advice? Okay, challenge, solution. Okay, if we need to pull more, we will, Taurus, and I do need to pick this one up that flew out. So, ooh, Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so like I said, things moving forward. Things moving forward, destiny, opportunity, positive things up the road ahead. You may not quite see it. I think you see it. I think you know it's coming, but you may not quite, it may not quite be in your field of vision. It may be just past the horizon for you guys currently. However, it's there, okay? This is destiny. This is something that's meant to be yours, okay? Right ahead. Right ahead. All right, so I want to start with these that flew out. So, okay. So the Nine of Swords in reverse. This is a card even more than the 8. This is the card of imprisonment, okay? It's a card of being challenged on your ideals and your thoughts. It's like almost like being punished, okay? Being held prisoner or held captive for your beliefs and what you stand for, okay? Or your actions, your communications. It's like negative consequences for your communications, for what you've spoken or what you thought or what you think, okay? You can see somebody's bound his hands. It's not him. He's not in control of these binds on his wrists. Somebody has come and put these binds here, okay? And it's because of these 8 swords, which represent thoughts, words, communication, okay? So either your actions or your words has you feeling like somebody has restricted you because of them, the consequences of your communication. But it's in the reverse. So it's being aware of your innate right to speak your mind, okay? To say what you want to say, to think what you want to think, to communicate how you want to communicate. You're aware that there may be consequences, okay, for what you say and how you think. However, you're not focused on those consequences. You're focused on the fact that that's your divine right as a person, okay? As a thinking, speaking being, it's your right to be able to say what you want to say and communicate what you want to communicate. There may be consequences, but they're not affecting you right now. You know, I think you're contemplating what might be the consequences if I do this or if I say this. There might be consequences. However, it's important to me to say this thing. It's important to me to make my thoughts known, okay, to speak my mind. I know there may be consequences, but I need to be able to communicate, you know, to the world. Then we have the Two of Coins, and it is upright, so it's a choice, okay? It's a choice of, it's a choice that's going to affect your direction in life, okay, or your physical circumstances. So the things you have, the things you will have in the future. Something about, I think perhaps it's, if you say this thing or if you do this, if you communicate, you're aware there may be consequences, and those consequences may affect what's going on in your physical life, okay? It may affect what you have now, and it may affect what you have in the future. The choice is yours. And then we have the Eight of Wands, which is, you know, divine inspiration, forward, quick movement, okay? So I think I'm going to pull a clarity card on this Eight of Wands. What's this Eight of Wands for Taurus about this choice? What does this Eight of Wands mean about this choice? Yeah, I think either way, whatever you choose, you have to preserve your right to, like, how do I put this? Like, if you feel like you need to say something, Taurus, and you know there may be consequences, okay? And it leaves you with a choice. Do I say it? Do I not? There's going to be consequences in my physical life. If I don't say it, I'm going to be upset, okay? I may be not living up to my own ideals for myself, okay? The standards I've set for myself. Or I may not be able to protect what I have, okay? If I do say it, there may be consequences in my future for speaking up and for saying this thing. Somebody might try to bind me or stop me or hinder me if I say this. However, it's important that you don't, if you make the choice not to speak, or if you make the choice to speak and it's harmful, okay, it's going to, if you basically, like, if you regret this decision, whatever it is that you do, it's going to hinder your ability to feel motivated, okay, and to tap into that divine inspiration. And for you guys, your material possessions, what you have, the comfort you live in, you know, the things you have around you, and the bounty, the fertility of how well things are going around you is very important. And that has a lot to do with your sense of well-being and your sense of connectedness to a benevolent, you know, universe, okay? So whatever you choose, you have to make sure that it does not impede your ability to feel connected to what inspires and what motivates you, okay? I hope that makes sense. I'm still going to pull a clarity card. Yeah, so this feeling inspired has to do with looking back at and being able to appreciate everything you have in your life. Okay, the coins are the physical material things in life, and you can see this man has been working and he's acquired all these coins, and here he is admiring them, right? Taking a small break and admiring them. So whatever choice you make, you need to be certain that it doesn't impede your ability to believe in yourself, okay? It doesn't go against your fundamental rights to speak and to don't let somebody bind you, okay? I think you're aware of it and you're not going to allow them to, but it's very important that you know that. And And it's important to look at all you have accomplished, okay? And look at sort of what's at stake in this decision and allow that to help you make this decision, okay, Taurus? I hope that makes sense for whatever your personal circumstance. And again, I encourage you to use your intuition. Okay, so yeah, like a lot of cups and a lot of reversal. Okay, so the Queen of Swords is a queen who speaks her mind. Okay, this is about, again, communication. But what is a queen? She's feminine, obviously. She's divine feminine energy. Okay, so the Queen of Swords is about speaking your mind. Speaking your mind, okay? Speaking your intuitive knowing. Speaking the things that you stand for. Speaking the truth that lives within you, okay? That comes intuitively. It's not based on logic. It's not based on analytical thinking. It's based on what you know and the heart, okay? This could also be a woman in your life, okay? It could be a sharp-tongued woman, okay? Someone who is quick with their words, sharp with their words, and she's in the reverse, okay? So I'm going to kind of read this two ways. One, something you're wanting to say is affecting you, okay? And two, if this is a female in your life. That makes sense. Okay, so presently we have 10 of Cups, which is like high happiness, okay? Like ultimate joy, communion with another person that brings ultimate joy, okay? 10 is the culmination of a long journey, and you get to the end and you're like, yeah, this is worthwhile. This is fulfilling. This is good and right, okay? This fills me with positive emotion. And it's in the reverse. So, it's like something that could have been ultimate happiness for you is upside down. Or the potential of what you thought was going to bring you ultimate happiness, okay? So either like not speaking your mind, okay, like I said up here about the consequences of saying or doing something, okay, having to make a choice, not speaking your mind, not speaking your intuition coming into this month has got you in this place where it could have been really good. You feel like it could have been really good, but it's not, okay? And you're left feeling feeling empty, okay? And the other part of it is this person with the sharp tongue, you know, you've got a choice. Do I stand up for what I believe in, okay? And do I appreciate what I have? I have this choice, or do I say how I feel even though I know there's going to be consequences that I may not like, okay? And there's a need to really examine what you have in your life. Is it worth it? Is it not? Okay? And really appreciate the good things that you have. Above what's on your mind, we have the 8 of Cups, but it's in reverse, okay? So that means instead of, do you see all these cups lined up? These are emotions, and this person is very obviously walking away, okay? So in the reverse, it means focusing on all these emotions, okay? Focusing on all this kind of missed opportunity, okay? And the thing about this card, because it's a number 8, 8 is the number of infinity, it's like you could be stuck. If you stay staring at all these cups, you could be stuck staring at them forever, okay? If you choose to wallow in whatever emotion this is, you could stay there forever. 8 is a number of infinity. So you could continue to just look at this missed opportunity and allow it to make you feel terrible. And then some time goes on and you look back and you think, God, I didn't communicate what I knew I needed to communicate despite the consequences. I didn't really look at my situation, and I didn't make the right choice. And get stuck in that cycle over and over and over again, okay? So that's what's on your mind, is like not focusing on walking away, but focusing on, and that may be in the beginning. Remember what I said about when the wheel popped out and I said really good opportunities in your future, okay, that are meant to be yours, but you can't quite see them yet? Well, you can't see them because you're looking at all of this emotion. You're looking at all of this, what could have been, what you thought was gonna be, okay? And it could be with a female, it could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, or it could be your own, the fact that you didn't, or you're not speaking, you know, from your heart, okay? You didn't take the opportunity to communicate, and it has you feeling bound. It has you feeling stuck, looking at all this negative emotion, okay? And you can't walk away because you're stuck staring at them. All right? Below, this could very, very well be a relationship, because below we have the Two of Cups and it's in reverse. So subconsciously, like, here's what I get from this. What's on your mind, what you're thinking about, is this choice you had to make, okay, between like what you stand for and the fact that you have to communicate something, and it has you feeling bound, okay? You're feeling bound by either the inability, you're feeling stuck because you weren't able to communicate what's in your heart, okay? Or, you know, not wanting to communicate because of the consequences, and allowing those consequences to stop you from saying what you feel like you need to say, okay? And then we have the Two of Cups and it's in reverse. So I think what's on your mind is the fact that you either didn't or couldn't speak your mind. Now you're feeling stuck. Now you're looking at all the negative emotion. And so that's what's on your mind, but underneath it all is a missed opportunity for love, okay? So although you may be aware that this is, you know, obviously you're upset because of this missed opportunity, I don't think, like, I think what's on your mind is everything else. I could have said this. I should have done this. What if I did this? What would have happened if I would have done this? Could have the outcome have been different? You're thinking all of those very, like, masculine energy things instead of expressing what's in your heart, right? And it's all because of this missed opportunity for love. What's crossing you? Okay, let me do this and then I'll do what's crossing you. So, yeah, this is pretty clear cut, Taurus. I really think this is about love. Somebody that's in your life, and I don't see them like leaving or walking away. I don't see any major ending, but I see the fact that you realize it's not allowing you to like be who you really are and stand up for what you believe in, okay, and cultivate the life that you want to cultivate, okay? So in your near future, if nothing changes, we have the Wheel of Fortune, but it's in reverse, okay? So this is stalled progress. This is like the bull in the pasture that I was talking about, and he's just standing there. It's like he's standing there because of emotions he has, and he's missing out on the grain that's in the barn waiting for him. So there's something really good waiting for you, but you're not moving forward. You're prolonging it, okay? And then what's crossing you is the Four of Cups. So in the traditional tarot, it shows a man and he's sitting like this, and the hand of God right here is handing him a cup. But he's so upset, he's looking down that he can't see the cup. And even though he's got these three right here, he's still not happy, okay? So as your challenge, what's crossing you? Your challenge is to accept the good emotion that's being offered to you, okay? And also, just like the Seven of Coins, to appreciate these cups that you already have. Appreciate what you have in your life. Take a look at all the bounty in your life, everything you've worked for, okay? And let that Fill up your cup. Let that give you joy. Okay? There's no reason for him to be upset. He's got 4 full cups here, right? So, I know it can be hard when you have these realizations, but again, I don't think, I mean, here's this card of choice. It's your choice. You get to choose what to do, Taurus. Okay, your challenge card is the 3 of Scrolls, and it's in reversed. So the 3 of Scrolls is the 3 of Swords in the normal Rider-Waite, and it's about communication that breaks your heart, okay? But in the reverse, we already know that there's been some communication that breaks your heart, or your heart is not breaking but hurting, okay? You're all this emotion spilling out because of communication, whether it's what someone said to you, or whether it's the fact that you didn't speak your mind, your heart, or the fact that you spoke something you believed in and now you're dealing with the consequences. Okay, any of those scenarios, and it's got you stuck, and it has to do with a love opportunity that's not working out. So in reverse, your challenge, okay, as your challenge, universe is challenging you to not look at the way your heart is broken, okay? Look at the good things in your life. Okay, like I said about what was that cup? Oh, the four of cups. Okay, if this is your challenge, so if right side up, it means heartbreak, and it means communications that really break your heart. Okay, upside down, it means focusing on. So your challenge, what's going to challenge you this month is the ability to focus on what's good in your life. Okay, because you're very tempted to just wallow in this 8 of Cups. This is where your mind is right now, okay, on all these things that could have, should have, would have happened, okay, and they didn't, and it's got you stalled moving forward. So what's your advice? Ace of Stones, the number 1 card of stones, tangible, physical reality, okay? So starting a new physical reality, okay? It could be moving. Like I said, you have some really good big opportunity that I think has been in the works for a few months. I think you're aware of it, and perhaps this situation, perhaps you need to move, and you don't want your lover, it's going to mean that you have to leave your current relationship, or your relationship has to dramatically change, and you're looking at everything you have now, and you're going, is it worth it? Is it what I stand for? What do I really stand for? What really inspires me? What really motivates me? Okay? Which is a beautiful, beautiful question to ask, Taurus. And the answer, your advice here, is to start that new beginning. But you have to walk a little further to, remember how I said it's just beyond the horizon? You have to walk a little further to be able to get there. I'm going to pull a guidance card for how do we turn this 10 of Cups right side up for Taurus? How does Taurus turn this 10 of Cups right side up? What does Taurus need to know in order to turn this 10 of Cups right side up? Tower reversed, new beginning. Okay, so again, like this card is, see how she's walking away? It's in the reverse, so it means you're staring at all of these spilled cups. You're staring at all the negative emotion that's in your life, okay? What do you need to do to get that happiness again? The Tower is the crumbling of your foundation, so in the reverse, it's the building, or the starting of a new foundation, okay? Starting something new. This love situation is not gonna fulfill you in the long term, okay? I don't like to make predictions like that, but it's pretty clear. It's got you stalled on your stalled in your destiny. Do you know how like powerful of a, do you know how much energy you have to put into something, into this negative emotion that you're focusing on in order to stall your destiny? The wheel keeps turning. Life moves on no matter what. This wheel turns. Your destiny is your destiny, is your destiny no matter what. It's meant for you. It's yours. So in order to not get that, in order to stall that, do you know how much energy you have to put into it? So let that go. Take the joy that's in front of you. Okay, take the opportunity that's being offered to you. There's an opportunity in the future, and it has to do with new beginnings. Okay, and once you take that, that's where your lasting happiness is going to go. So take, or is going to be, take the opportunity to focus your energy on this opportunity that's in front of you rather than the negative that's behind you, okay? I can't really say it any more clear than that. Yeah. Okay, so let's do your Archangel Guidance card. What's the advice for Taurus this month? What does Taurus need to know for their highest good for the month of July? What does Taurus need to know for their highest good for the month of July? All right. Compassion, okay? Archangel Zadkiel. Soften your heart with respect to this situation, all the people involved, including yourself, okay? Including yourself. Have some compassion with yourself. Don't stay stuck looking at all of these negative cups. That's not compassionate. It's not compassionate to yourself or someone else to continue to feel bound and beat yourself up over, you know, what's happened. What's done is done, Taurus. I want to share with you what I shared with Leo. I had a lady, she's one of the people who requested a private reading from me last month, and I had a delay. I had to reschedule with her, and I felt terrible about it. And I sent her the email, she replied back to me, and her response was so kind, so compassionate, so it made me feel so much better. It made me feel like, you know, it reminded me that everything is in divine timing. And it reminded me of the benevolent universe that we live in, okay? And the phrase that came to mind, it just popped in my head, was the kind of compassion that moves people to do the right thing, okay? So what does that mean? It means like a criminal, okay, who's done something wrong, and the judge gives him a lighter sentence because he wants to give the criminal, this person, say it's a young person, he wants to give this person a chance to fix this problem on his own, okay? Or it's like when you're a young child and your parents say, I'm not angry with you, I'm disappointed, okay? That is compassion that moves people to do the right thing. It's like divine mercy. It's like showing someone undue compassion, so much divine love, that they have no choice but to sit back and look and go, they don't have the choice to be angry about their punishment or the fact that there's consequences for what they've communicated, okay? There's no option for that, because this person sits back and goes, I did not deserve that mercy, that compassion, the love that has been shown to me. I did not deserve. And that kind of feeling, when it hits you in the heart, that compels people to do the right thing the next time, okay? So, compassion. Have compassion for yourself, Taurus, moving forward, okay? And part of that is allowing yourself to go home and get the grain, right? It's allowing yourself to take the opportunity that's right in front of you. Don't hold yourself back because this isn't working out. Dear Lord, please don't sabotage, your opportunity in the future just because this opportunity that universe is trying to hand to you, just because your cup's spilled, right? Or because you're stuck staring at, you know, you're stuck looking at everything that's gone wrong. Start a new beginning, Taurus, okay? Have compassion for yourself. Be compassionate enough to yourself, okay? So that it compels you to do the right thing. Okay, so we got one that just flew out. These are your this is your animal totem for the month. What's the animal message for Taurus for the month of July 2018? What does Taurus need to know? Okay, I'm going to do this one first. We got monkey, ingenuity, okay? This situation that you're in, it calls for adaptability and innovation, okay? What is innovation? Innovation is doing things in a new way, not the way you've always done them, okay? So this situation calls for doing things in a new way and adapting, okay? Starting a new beginning and being compassionate to yourself. And then we got swan. Appreciate the beauty inside and all around you. Grace, okay? Compassion and grace. Appreciate. What did I say about this card? Appreciate everything that's in your life. Everything you've already done, everything you've already worked on, everything you've already accomplished. Okay, that's what's going to help you move forward. And there's something really great at the end of it, okay? So, grace, beauty, and the willingness to move forward and take the opportunity that's in front of you, okay? So, love and light to you, Taurus. Thank you so much for watching. You can find me on Instagram. I will link it down below. I do a daily reading there. I'm also on Facebook. And by the end of July, I'll have my website up. And at that point, you can purchase a reading if you would like. So I'll announce all of that. But check me out. Put it in the description below. If you liked this video and it holds some value for you, resonated with you, please give it a like and subscribe. And any comments or feedback, I love to hear from you guys. Again, I'm just so excited to start this journey with you. And I really love the collaboration that happens between us. So please leave a comment if you have one. I will link my email down below as well. You can always feel free to ask me any questions you have or any feedback you'd like to give. And thank you so much. I'll see you guys in August.